Since childhood, I knew that humans were not created for suffering, illness, aging, or death. As each of these things was gradually introduced into my life, my consciousness perceived it as sheer absurdity and disbelief. Over time, you accept it as a fact of life, that not everything can be beautiful, and at best, it's 50-50. Something I heard from a world-famous coach who earns millions, and I consider it nonsense. The truth is that such views are the results of dark collective programming. Even when the foundations of my personal life were shaken, I knew deep within that what was happening was not from me, my original being, my soul, but rather from ancestral inherited programs. The more I worked on clearing memories that had been projected from the past onto the future without my consent, the more my present became a source of joy and affirmative events. I share all of this with people in my spiritual coaching in Buddhism. Organizing your life should not be the ultimate goal. There is so much we can do together with our soul for humanity. That's why I'm naming this new period ahead of us returning to divine settings. If you want to join me on this journey, follow the Soul Outlook channel, enable notifications, and share it with someone you know who has genuine desire to break free from the slavery of the matrix. Today, we start from the beginning. To understand the causes of our limitations and why it's so hard to break free from them, even though the personal development industry has never been bigger or stronger, as I discussed in the video why the personal development industry doesn't work. Upon our birth into the matrix as an original being, a replica called persona is immediately created, which the matrix will fill with its programs. Persona is the false self that grows stronger over time, and if during childhood we lack the support of another original being from our close environment, it becomes quite dominant. Our original self, our soul, has its blueprint, its target structure, and its destiny in the most beautiful sense of the word. However, for most people, burdened by the persona, a synthetic and false self. What does the persona do? It keeps you confined within the limited scope of its programming. It holds your attention on distractions, fears, waiting, and loops. It dangerously steals your time and life by whispering in the background that you can't do something, that it's impossible, that you're too small for your dreams. It can physically prevent you from progressing by illness or accidents. Since it requires a lot of energy to function within its false frameworks, it steals energy from others. It is an energy vampire. It plays the victim, blames others. It controls people and situations, manipulates like a true narcissist. It prostitutes itself to get crumbs from others. It has a loose value system, but can also be rigid. In extreme cases, nothing is said to it, and it does harm either unconsciously or consciously. The persona and the programs are the reason why today's civilization is overwhelmed with anxiety, depression, autoimmune diseases, and other illnesses, as well as wars, animal slaughter, and environmental destruction. We don't need Satan because his power lies in these countless small agents living within each of us. The question you need to ask yourself is whether you have enough awareness to recognize this and engage in reconstructing the persona and reprogramming. The soul wants to break free from the matrix and live freely without giving its life energy to destructive realities that are against life and God. This is possible with the right knowledge and practices, but keep in mind that the matrix will fight to prevent this. It will fight for every individual because through each individual it not only feeds on life energy, but also faces a threat when one awakened individual can inspire several others to awaken. When we talk about the matrix, we refer to toxic fields that feed on our energy, making us serve it like a battery. We must never forget the importance of the individual, because the system, the matrix, will never change through external efforts or direct confrontation, as history has shown us countless times, but only through awakened individuals and more of them. Of course, an awakened individual must be prepared for all the traps of the matrix and their own mind, through which the matrix has extended its tentacles and controls us. On this journey, we will face resistance to adopt knowledge and practices. Sometimes external factors will disrupt us, and sometimes resistance will come from within. It's crucial to be aware of this and not identity with the resistant, but rather eliminate it. Today I just want to share the message: everything is possible. Humans were not created to suffer in limitations. These are consequences of dark programming, and the task of every individual is to break free and live their divine nature, which they have forgotten. Most people struggle to change things from the material level, which is merely the consequence. We have no chance there, it's already done. Studying the hologram, I realized that this world is primarily made of information. Whoever knows how to manage information from the informational level lives a divine creative nature. That's the good news. And the even better news is that with training focused on working with the soul and clearing consciousness, little by little we can return to divine settings. This is the goal of the Soul Athlete Zone. Over the next few weeks, I will introduce my work in detail and where it can lead you if you are ready to commit and work. For those interested in their soul, their own betterment, and the betterment of humanity, sign up for the Soul Letter list to stay updated on all the details. If you want to start immediately and begin working from the informational level, sign up for the Soul Athlete Experience Method for independent work. A recording is available immediately after payment. Email me at maya@soulathlete.me and check the links in description. See ya.